Good to go. Guys, we have with us our coach, Mr. Gautam Gambhir. As usual, we take one question at a time.
How is it to see that match-winning innings, especially on a day that was most needed, and how do you describe that from Sanju?
He's a world-class player. We all know that how good a player Sanju is, and it was all about backing him. And then when the team needed him the most, obviously today was a day where he probably showed his true potential as well. And hopefully, this is a time for him to kick off, and probably 2 more games to go. Hopefully.
Yeah, Gautam, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
A big part of the victory was set up by how your team kept Shea Hope quiet in the power play and the first innings. Less than 100 strike rate. You used your bowlers interestingly as well. Could you just describe the plan you had to Shea Hope and what you thought of the bowlers' execution to ensure that him being West Indies' highest run scorer so far could operate only at 90?
Look, I thought we started off really well, especially when you play this kind of a game of this magnitude. You got to start off really well with the new ball. And Arsh and Hardik, the way they started off in the first 3 overs was really good. And then Akshar bowled 2 overs in the power play, which was again a great job done by him, because it's never easy on this wicket, on this ground, to bowl 2 overs in a power play. But Akshar did that really well. So I thought that we came out of the power play really well. The power play didn't go away from us, which again was very important, because once the power play goes away from you, it's very difficult to contain after the power play. So I thought that once we had the power play in our hand, then obviously we were always in control of the game.
Gautam, congratulations
Thanks,
on the
Rika.
win. Congratulations for reaching the semi-final. But would you say Sanju really showed West Indies how to do the Gangnam style with his footwork today? Talk to us a little bit about the footwork and the way he accelerated the innings. Sometimes he batted with a strike rate of over 200, then he brought it down. How he controlled.
Look, I actually thought that he never accelerated the innings. It was just a very, very normal cricketing shots. I never saw any muscling the ball as well, and that is the kind of talent he has. When you know that you're in control of the game and you know that you're feeling good, he's hitting the ball really well in the nets, and it's about going in the middle and showcasing that skill that you had. And obviously he knew that the wicket was very good, quick outfield as well. But again, I've always said that he's a world-class player. He's a great talent, and hopefully he can kick off from now, and hopefully we can see a lot more innings like this from Sanju.
And footwork?
Look, again, the most important thing is that when you're batting well in the nets, obviously you start moving really well. And the last inning was important against Zimbabwe. Yes, people will keep looking at his scores and stuff, but then coming back into the team and then playing that kind of innings of 23, 24, I thought must have given him a lot of confidence, because obviously the guy had a tough series against New Zealand, but we always knew the kind of potential he had. And most importantly, I thought that the way he was batting in the nets was absolutely brilliant. So I think we've got 2 guys now, Ishan and Sanju, who are really good for Indian cricket, especially they can keep wickets as well. So I think we've got really good guys, hopefully for the future as well. I can't hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Taking you from your last answer, like when Sanju was not picked in the 11 in between, so what kind of conversation as a coach you had with him to keep him in the right frame of mind?
Look, I have conversations with everyone, and the most important thing is the guy who are part of this squad are world-class players, and that's where they're representing the country. And we always knew the talent that Sanju had. 3 T20 hundreds, not many people have it. So we always knew that obviously he had a tough series against New Zealand, so sometimes it's important to give him a break as well, because you want to get the guy off that pressure situation as well. And we always knew that whenever we need him in the World Cup game, he'll come and deliver it for us. And exactly against Zimbabwe, yes, he delivered it for us. We got a start that we wanted in the first 3 overs, and today again, from where he left against Zimbabwe, he showcased his talent, and this is what we expect from Sanju to do more consistently. Yeah, that's okay. No worries.
Yeah, coach, we have seen you have a lot of conversations like with different players, be it Abhishek, Tilak, Sanju here. When there are a lot of talks around strike rates and how the players are not getting off the blocks like they were doing in bilaterals, what is your role, to tell them not to overcomplicate things, and what are your messages that you give to the players?
One thing is very clear, that bilaterals are very different to World Cups. The pressure is different. The competition is different. Obviously, the stakes are much higher as well. Bilaterals, you've got the time to make a comeback, but in World Cups, you don't have a time to make a comeback. And more importantly, yes, people can talk about it that they expect us to play the same brand of cricket what we've played in the bilaterals as well. But you can imagine the pressure the boys go through, especially most of the games are must-win games as well, and sometimes wickets can be tricky as well. During the bilaterals, there were a lot of dew in the second innings as well, but we didn't see a lot of dew during this World Cup campaign. So I felt that it was not only about the strike rates, it's about reading the game reading the game properly, and obviously reading the situation as well. And that is something that is going to be important, and the guys did that really well. Even today you saw they're chasing 130, 195. We never felt that we were out of the game. Never ever did we felt in 20 overs that the chase was away from us. So the guys kept in control. Yes, there were times in bilaterals where we could chase the target in 16, 17 overs, but this is World Cup and the pressure is different and the quality is different as well.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations are in
Thank you.
order, of course, but I want to know, 196 is a target that doesn't get chased very often in the T20 World Cup. In fact, this was India's highest successful chase in this competition. Firstly, what are the sort of conversations you had in the mid-innings? And throughout this competition, we've seen that there's no dearth of belief in the team. So how do you inculcate that in the squad?
Look, the best part is that I've played a lot of games at Eden Gardens. I've seen a lot of games at Eden Gardens as well. And obviously, it's a great chasing ground. And we always knew that it's probably the quickest outfield in the world at the moment. And so chase is never out of control. Till you have wickets in hand, you can chase anything on this ground. We saw that in the IPL as well, where 260, 270 were getting chased as well. So we knew that if we can have wickets in hand, we were always under control. And again, I thought the partnerships are important, irrespective of how the format is, which format we are playing. That partnership between Sanju and Surya obviously settled the nerves as well. So I thought those small partnerships can make a massive role, and someone had to break the game. So Tilak broke the game for us in the middle with that cameo, and then Sanju batted till the end. So I thought that it was a very clinical run chase.
How's it, Chooks? Job done. And you know where you're going and who you're playing and all that. The surety must be wonderful.
Yeah, it is wonderful. Yeah, we kind of worked that out last night already. So, yeah, really excited. But we wanted to finish the day properly as well and get something out of today, which I think we pretty much did. So, yeah, looking forward to getting to Kolkata, where our tour a couple of months ago started really well for us. So, hoping to get some good memories there again.
And just the world is not in a good way, which I'm sure you and your players know. And I wonder, I'm sure you need to chuck that out of your mind because you've got another week to go. How is that sitting, the way the world is with your players?
Look, obviously it comes up in every conversation, so you can't wish it away because it's there. We've just got to try and still nail our Yorker and hit the bad ball for 6 in and amidst all of that. So whilst it's conversations, we've managed to just move that aside, and obviously our manager, together with the ICC, we firmly believe that all the right decisions will get made, and all our focus is on Kolkata and playing New Zealand on Wednesday.
Shuks, it's been, apart from the Afghanistan game, I guess it's felt as though you've dominated a lot of the teams you've played against. Do you feel there's areas that maybe you haven't been challenged in enough, and how can you work on that in 48 hours?
Yeah, I thought that Afghanistan game was massive in many respects because it could so easily have not gone our way, and then the pressure is really up on us against New Zealand. And in some sort of way, it really pulled the group together. And with regards to the question, I don't know, we just go about our business normally. We played some really good cricket, so you can't go looking for things that aren't there. I still feel that in the field, maybe we can create a bit more opportunities. Our catching has let us down a little bit, but yeah, I don't want to be ultra critical now. We're playing some really good cricket, and as has been the last couple of weeks, we'll double down on what we've done in the last couple of weeks and do that again over the next couple of days. So again, fly out tomorrow, rest up well, and then see how the guys pull up, who needs what in their games, and then we crack on.
And just on the bowling, they've adapted so well to different surfaces, day, night, whatever. What have they learned, or how have you seen them grow so that they're able to do these things, what looks like quite seamlessly?
Yeah, I think our bowling attack was fashioned in such a way that we've got wicket-taking options, and that's something that we've driven, especially with guys like KG and Marco especially. Their impact in the match will be through taking wickets. And then we might not have left the shores of South Africa with a mystery spinner, but I think we've got a mystery seamer in Lungi Ngidi who almost fills that role for us in the middle and in the power play as well. So, yeah, we're constantly looking to make an impact with the ball, whether that be taking wickets or managing a run rate. And then Boshi has done exceptionally well, bowling at the death, nailing his Yorkers, and then, yeah, but we've stayed nice and aggressive. They're all test match bowlers, so bowling a test match length doesn't come difficult to them. So, and I think that's still a really tough length to hit consistently. You might hit it once or twice, but you've got to be really on top of your game to hit that continually and continuously. So, yeah, but there's always things to work on. But we're really happy with the way things have gone. A couple of guys rested up today. And, yeah, best went fresh on Wednesday.
Shuks, obviously at the end you guys got there quite comfortably with 5 wickets and I think 13 balls or something to spare, but it didn't look, is it fair to say it wasn't always as fluid in the chase and there were times where it was a bit, Benoda, but you guys still sort of managed to find a way, as has been a theme throughout this World Cup, to get there. Would you agree with that assessment, and why do you think that is?
Yeah, I think it wasn't plain sailing as you could have, lost the wicket early and then Aiden followed suit, lost 3 wickets in the power play, which is never ideal. But I don't think the wicket was the easiest to bat on, so, and that's something that also we try and pride ourselves on, is assessing what the conditions are and what the wicket allows us to do. But then, again, you just felt that once David and Brearby got that partnership together, and Stubbo's job is to finish games, and he's done that really well for us. So, yeah, maybe not the most fluent and plain sailing one, but I think we got a lot out of today. I think all the batters that we wanted out there spent some time. Not that you set out for batters to spend some time at the wicket, but I think we got a lot out of today.